My name is Harry Lloyd Davis. I'm one of the partners here at Bevan Buckland LLP. We're one of the leading independent firms of accountants in South Wales. Ni'n edrych am nifer o bobl sy'n siarad Cymraeg I gweithio a ni'n mwy na hapus I roi ein gwasanaethau mewn Cymraeg I unrhyw cwmni sy'n edrych am gwaith ar y cyfrifon, treth neu archwilio. I think the most important thing for businesses who are certainly exporting to the EU to do at the moment is to make sure they understand what rules have changed and how they've changed. Whereas you were selling to businesses before the 31st of December, often there were very few checks on goods going through the border and few changes to the VAT. A lot of those rules have now changed, and it's critical you understand how those new rules affect you before you can continue to trade, because if you fall foul of any of those new rules, it could be very expensive. The penalties range from state to state and also depending on how much you're actually selling into those individual countries. The main cost of actually registering is normally several £100s. And actually in many of those countries you have to find representatives to take financial responsibility for the transactions, and I've certainly got customers who've had to pay as much as £25,000 already in order to secure this financial representative. But if you only want to sell a small number of low value items, very often it'll be a better decision not to make those sales at the moment. I think a lot of businesses did do as much as they could last year to prepare, but obviously because the deal was struck so late, there was really very little time to prepare. And generally what we're seeing is the businesses that have had to continue trading have been wading through their paperwork for the last couple of months. But I believe there's many other businesses as well who essentially have reduced their trade or stopped trading with certain countries until they understand exactly what paperwork and what rules they've got to follow. There are clearly a lot of opportunities coming out of this. Firstly, a lot of UK customers are now finding that the EU companies are finding it harder to get goods to them, partly through COVID, but partly because of the additional checks. And there's reduced shipping capacity, it feels, at the moment as well. So in many cases I think UK companies will now become the preferred supplier as opposed to EU suppliers, so there are huge opportunities to increase your sales within the UK. The second opportunity that I see is that many EU companies are now realising that to service the UK market they need to have a base within the UK, and we're seeing a number of EU companies set up subsidiaries or bases in Britain, and I think we in South Wales are fantastically placed, particularly to attract some of those companies in the Republic of Ireland who are looking to set up a UK operation. So I think there's a huge opportunity there as well. I'd normally start by speaking or looking at the government website. There's a lot of information there which will help companies who are either having to import or export, both from the EU and further afield. But we as a firm, Bevan Buckland LLP, are happy to give any assistance to customers looking to deal with these changes, and we've got a number of specialists who can assist. And it's also worth speaking to people like your shipping agents. So if you are shipping goods, they've got a lot of experience and they've been dealing with this now for a couple of months, so they will have a lot of advice. And also the Chamber of Commerce is a fantastic source of advice and training, and they are dealing with huge amounts of the import and export paperwork, so there's a lot of experience and knowledge there if you need some practical assistance.